ahead and get started. Actually have my website right here. Blank, awesome, welcome, sweet lady, awesome, come on in. Again, my name is Lee. I'm over on the West Coast, Washington State. Go ahead and drop it in the comments what state it is that you're listening in from, that you're watching in from. My goal is to one day have every single state represented here. Yes, come on in, come and join me. Welcome, Lisa. Kianko, welcome, come on in. Drop it in the comments what state that it is where you're from. Carol, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And again, to be able to jump on here and have this discussion, to be able to share ideas like this, people from around the world, we're going to be hopping in here throughout this. I'm actually going to be going live in two places. So if you see me looking back and forth, that is why. But to be able to, have a global impact, to be able to have a global reach with the internet at our fingertips. So yeah, come on in, come and join me. So excited for you to be here. I'm a mom of four, and I'm going to be sharing about a passive income stream, how I've seen $1,000 days for myself, $900 days, $600 days. This is beginner friendly. You do not have to have tech skills. You don't have to have experience. You don't have to have a following to be able to start making money from this system. And this is what I love because it is so beginner friendly. Literally anybody can do this. I'm going to be taking you inside of our community as well this morning to be able to share wins with you, wins that are being posted from people just like you. This is what gets me so fired up to see the amount of money that is being made from people who have no following, from grandmas, from grandpas, from 18-year-olds, all walks of life, all ages around the world, people in Australia, people in Canada, people in Uganda, Botswana, South Africa. I'm trying to remember what other countries I've seen, Philippines, like just crushing it and taking their families to an entirely new level, building a legacy for their family where, they were struggling before. They were, we've got people who were living on food stamps, having to go to the food bank, having to, barely, like some of them were on the verge of being kicked out on the street. Some people in homeless shelters got started learning exactly what we're going to be talking about today and have totally changed things for their family. Welcome, come on in, come and join me. So excited again. So this is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go to get the six-figure blueprint that I'm following, how I've seen $1,000 days for myself, personally seen, money coming in from this in a way that I didn't even know existed, that I didn't think was possible, that I didn't think would work. 5 months ago, I had no idea this existed. Actually, my 5-month anniversary is like today or yesterday. But 5 months ago, prior to that, I had no idea that anything like this was out there because I had been trading time for dollars. I had been making, a few bucks here, a few bucks there, to make $10, $20 and going, okay, this doesn't add up fast enough to be able to keep up with the expenses these days. To feed a family of 6, just going to the grocery store, like that is a little anxiety causing, right? If you've got kids, you've got a family, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. You know exactly like how much the cost of everything has gone up these days. Just since my oldest is actually going to be turning 15 here in a couple of weeks. But since he was born, the price of everything has doubled. The price of milk has doubled. The price of eggs has doubled. The price of cars has doubled. Like everything has doubled. So it's put more and more pressure on families, more and more pressure on moms like myself, who were the ones who were kind of trying to make up the difference of, maybe what their husband makes, what their spouse makes, and then trying to cover, all of the expense of the cost of rising, the cost of inflation, of everything going up. So I was, making $10 here, $20 there. And going, okay, this is not adding up fast enough. If I make $10 and $20, that's, $30. Okay, what is that going to buy me? Like half of a bag of groceries? Like that does not get me a whole lot. So I was in this place where I was going, okay, the money's not adding up fast enough. I get $1,000 car repair bill. How many items am I going to have to sell to be able to keep up, to be able to cover $1,000 bill? The dishwasher breaks. How am I going to be able to, pay, even on the cheap end, we're looking at, $600. How many items, how much time, how much energy am I going to have to work to be able to cover those expenses? The, medical bill comes in. How much time, how much energy, how many items are I'm going to have to sell at low dollar amounts? This is where I was coming from, and it was causing so much stress and anxiety and worry. I was having a hard time sleeping at night, hard time functioning. I couldn't actually be present with my kids. I couldn't actually enjoy my own family because I was constantly having to worry about, how am I going to cover these bills? Am I going to have something else pop up? If I do, how am I going to be able to cover that? So I needed a better way to be able to bring in money for my family. So when I found out, rather than making a few bucks here, a few bucks there, what if I could make actual real amounts of money that stacked up? And that's what I discovered when a friend shared this six-figure blueprint with me, was instead of, little low dollar amounts, being able to bring in high dollar amounts for my family. $900, $600, $300, $100. I'm going, at these amounts, this actually stacks up. It actually puts a dent in things. Like if I could bring in $900, another $900, that's $1,800. Add another $900 to that. That's what, still trying to wake up here this morning, $2,700, another $900, $3,600. So it actually stacks up. But the problem was I didn't know that if it would work for me. I didn't, you see other people, doing things, you see other testimonials, other people having success, but you're going, a lot of times, will it work for me? And so that was the question that I had. And I was looking at other people having success and going, yeah, that's amazing for them, but will it really work for me? But I decided to take that risk on myself, and made that investment myself to be able to learn these skills, to be able to bring in high income for my family. And I started learning, started applying the blueprint step by step by step. It was not instant success. It was not, this is not a get rich quick scheme. If you're looking for overnight success, if you're looking to get rich quick, this is not for you. Scroll on by, find that somewhere else. Somebody else can tell you that. Those kind of things usually don't exist. But this is about you learning skills. It's about you learning high income skills. And it's about you learning the skills to be able to be successful in what is a $1.2 billion, and this is per day, industry. $1.2 billion is being spent every single day on these types of products, on what are called e-learning. So these are digital. So coming from a background where I was selling physical products, low dollar physical products, and I would have shipping, cost of goods, all of those different fees. As soon as you switch over to a model that's digital, I had a little bit of hard time wrapping my brain around this, but as soon as you switch over to that digital, it eliminates the shipping. It eliminates cost of goods. It eliminates all of these things. And so it allows you to be able to have a really scalable income, an income that's very not dependent on your time, because working, selling a few items here, physical items, a few bucks here, making a few bucks there, it was always having to cost me more of my time. And that was leading to a lot of the stress around getting those medical bills, getting the car repair bills, whatever expenses popped up, because it would always cost me more time to have to put in more time to go sell more items to be able to try to cover those expenses. With this other option with digital, it's much more scalable. So you're going to be able to, as you grow your brand, as you grow your following, and we teach you how to do all of these things inside of this six-figure blueprint. As you grow those things, you're going to grow your income. You're going to learn how to grow your email list. When you can grow an email list, that means that you're going to grow your income. Email these days is income. We're going to be talking more about that, because what this allows you to do as well with digital products is it allows you to be able to automate the entire sales process. So you can actually free up your time, because time is one of those things that you can never get back. There's only so much time in the day, and especially if you've got kids, you know how quickly that time passes you by. My oldest is 15, my youngest just turned 2 this summer, and so it's given me that perspective of how quickly time passes, especially when you have kids. And so to be able to get my time back, to be able to automate the entire sales process has given me that gift of being able to enjoy my kids right now and not have to wait 5 years, 10 years down the road, and then it's too late. They're grown and gone. So I'm able to automate the entire sales process. I'm able to leverage the power of an automation system that's given to us, a proven sales funnel, if you will. And that's out there working around the clock for me 24/7. It's out there bringing in sales around the clock 24/7, 365. That automation system is out there working. And that is one of the reasons why digital products are so powerful, because you could automate that sale process and you can also sell that same item over and over and over again. Because coming from the background where I was at, I was constantly having to go and replace inventory. And so something would sell, have to go out and replace it. That would sell, have to go out and replace it. It was a continual hamster wheel. So to be able to have the same products that could sell over and over and over again, that was another huge moment in my mind of going, yes, that makes so much more sense. Again, that makes it scalable. It makes it so it's not limited to your time in the day. You're going to see people inside of our community who are seeing $1,800 days, $2,700 days, $5,400 days, because they can sell the same product over and over again. Now, by the way, I have not mentioned this yet this morning. All of these are 100% profit. So you're not, it's not that you made $900 and then a bunch of it went to somebody else, or 20% of it went to somebody else, 50% of it went to someone else. You're actually getting 100% profit off of all of these. So that was another piece of the puzzle where it's like, oh yes, because coming from this background of selling low dollar products, I was losing out to seller fees. I was losing out to cost of goods. I was losing out to shipping. I was losing out to shipping supplies, all of those things. So then when I made, let's say, a $20 sale, the actual amount that I would make is maybe $7 or $8, right? And so to be able to, bring in not only real amounts of income, what I call real amounts, because these actually stack up, but to be able to have zero expenses, zero ongoing costs, to be able to have a business where you have no reoccurring costs, where you have no monthly expenses, and it's true 100% profit. That was another mind-blowing thing of I don't have to give my money that I earn to somebody else. This is mine. This is my business. This is my business that I'm growing, my products. I have the rights to be able to sell these products. And that's exactly how this works. That's exactly how this 100% profit is possible, is through a brilliant business model that is called master resell rights. And with that, that means that you have the rights to sell all of these products as your own. So you don't have to go and create something. You don't have to come up with something to be able to be profitable in a niche where 1.2 billion, the biggest industry out there, by the way, where $1.2 billion is being spent every single day. You have the rights to sell those products as your own. But you not only get the right for the product that you get in at. So for me, I joined at the legacy builder level, and that what that did was it gave me actually all 4 income streams. So it gave me the 900, which is our best selling product, by the way. What that means for you is that will be the majority of your sales is at that $900 level. When I learned that, I'm like, I am doing the legacy builder because I do not want to leave any money on the table. And I could not be more thankful. I would have made half of what I've made up to this point if I had not joined in at this level. But what it has given me is actually 4 income streams. And what this gives you is the ability to make $900 sales, $600 sales, $300 sales, and $100 sales. This means that you have products to be able to meet a variety of price points, a variety of goals, because everybody has their own dreams and goals of what they want for themselves. So you have that ability to be able to step in for those different levels. So for example, our launch pad, this $100, this is a barely dipping your toe into the water. just getting into online business, being able to launch a business. That's going to help you do. Passive daily pay, our $300 income stream, that one helps you set up that automation system to be able to have automated income coming in. Digital mastery goes further with helping you build recurring revenue streams. And then the legacy builder, that is the complete business in the box of every single piece that you need to be successful with online business, every single piece that you need to see $1,000 days for yourself, $900 days for yourself, to be able to have other affiliate programs that you're part of, where you're able to have multiple revenue streams, where you're able to set up reoccurring revenue streams. We even show you how to create your own products, courses, programs, if that's something that you want to do. And you're going to learn how to market that, because that is the one thing that most business owners, even handymen, hairstylists, any of local businesses that you think of, maybe you're part of or maybe you own, that is probably the one, area that business owners in general struggle with, is that marketing piece. If you can't market, you can't get customers. If you can't get customers, like, you don't have a business, you don't have income, right? That is the most important piece. And this is what we show you how to do. This is what we teach you how to do inside of our program, is to master that marketing, to master your messaging behind that marketing, to be able to use actually attraction marketing, where you're having your customers come to you and you're not having to chase anybody. So I'm going to talk more about this, but when you can master that, that means that people are coming to you. You're not having to go after them. You're not having to DM anybody. You're not having to get on the phone with anybody. You're not having to bug friends and family. Like, maybe if you've been part of an MLM, maybe you've had to do that. Maybe you had to be that annoying person, that annoying friend that's constantly trying to sell this, that, or the other thing, and they're constantly moving on to the next best thing. With this, because they are highly in demand products, because it's a $1.2 billion a day industry, people are coming to you. They're going online. You think about that. The last time that you needed to find out some information, what did you do? Did you pull out a manual? Probably not. Like, I've got manuals sitting around trying to get past that, because you can look up pretty much anything. Most of us, we go to the internet, we go to YouTube, we go and type in, how do I think back to my Keurig broke, had to go and reset something on the inside that is not accessible. What did I do? Go and look that up on YouTube. That's the same thing. What is happening? That is the e-learning industry of people going online to be able to learn. They're going online to be able to learn how to make money from home. They're going online to be able to learn new skills. They're going online to be able to learn from the comfort of their home, from the comfort of their couch. And by you being able to offer products in that industry, to be able to offer products where $1.2 billion is being spent every single day, that is how you have a profitable business, is with products that are actually in demand, where there's actually, customers out there who want this, who need this, who would love to be able to have a way to be able to make money from home. And you're seeing, hundreds of dollars from being able to offer products in this niche. So again, master resale rights, this is what gives you that ability to make 100% profit on $900, on $600, on $300, on $100. The ability to have 4 income streams that are out there working for you. So I want to ask you a question. What would learning the skills to be able to bring in these amounts of money, like actual real amounts of money? That's what it was to me, coming from a background of making, $10, $20, to be able to bring in real amounts of money. What would that mean for you? What would that mean for your family to learn these skills? Again, these are skills. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not, necessarily overnight success, but we do have people who do have success right off the bat. We actually have a launch to profit in 7 days, where we show you how to be profitable in 7 days so that you can make your money back, so you can make your investment back in learning these skills. So it does happen. And you're going to see people inside of our community where they're seeing those wins right off of the bat. But this is about the long haul. This is about you being able to have these skills months, years down the road, where you're able to bring in that life-changing money for your family, to be able to bring in, money that can create a legacy for your family, that can completely change your family's financial trajectory, that can take you out of that struggle, out of that just getting by, because you were created for more than that. You were not made to just wake up, go to work all day just to get your bills paid, right? To be able to never see your kids. Like, you are supposed to be able to enjoy your family. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, for those of you who are just coming through, I am Lee Meyer. I am a mom of 4 in Washington State. So if you go here, Empowered Passive Income, go there right now. You're going to be able to put in your email, and that is going to get you the exact 6-figure blueprint that I'm following. It's a short video that you're going to get as soon as you put in your email. On the very next page, you're going to get that blueprint. That video blueprint is going to walk you through exactly what this is, exactly how this works, exactly how to get started with having 4 income streams out there for yourself, that are out there working through an automated system, through that in that $1 billion a day industry, the biggest industry out there. It's also the fastest growing industry out there. So it's 1.2 billion is the number for 2024 of what is being spent every single day in this industry, but it's projected to be $1 trillion industry in just the next few years. Actually, by 2025, it's projected to be hitting $3 billion per day that is being spent on these types of products. Like, why not you be able to tap into this industry? Why not you be able to offer products in this industry where, where you could have 4 products with real amounts of money, hundreds of dollars coming in at a time, and where you're able to automate the entire sales process. So the way that this works is you get your product, and once you have that product, you have the ability to sell that again for the 100% profit. And what we actually show you, what we actually teach you inside of this, is how to attract daily paying customers to you. I'm going to explain a little bit more about how this works and what it takes to be able to see daily pay coming in, but we show you exactly how to do this step by step. And we have people, not just seeing daily pay, but seeing these amounts multiple times a day. So, even imagine just one $900 a day. When you get to the point of having those daily paying customers, again, this is about you growing. It won't happen. It may not happen, I should say, right away. But as you grow your skills, and let's say, we've got 2 months, a little over 2 months left of this year, you start seeing $900. Maybe at first you're seeing this once a week. Maybe then you're seeing it twice a week, 3 times a week. You get to January 1st and you're seeing $900 come in more and more regularly. You're seeing that on a daily basis. Do you realize that this $900, that is $328,000 for your family? How would that change things? Like, what would you be able to accomplish with that? What would that mean for you? How would that make you feel? Like, what would you do with that? Drop it in the comments what you would do with $328,000. You pick up your phone, you check your bank account, you've got $328,000, all because you followed a blueprint step by step, a proven blueprint because it's working for thousands of others. You stayed consistent, you stayed committed to the process. You're at the end of 2025, you've got an extra $328,000 in your bank account. What would you do with it? Drop it in the comments. Let me know what this would do for your family. Let me know, like, even what half of this would do for your family. Would it mean that you would be able to send in those last payments on your student loans, those student loans that you thought that you were going to be paying on for, another decade, another 2 decades? You suddenly have them paid off. Would it mean you'd be able to send in your last payments on your car? You have your car paid off? Would it mean that you'd be able to go and buy a house, or maybe pay off a house if you've already, have a mortgage? You didn't think it was going to be paid off for decades and decades, but you're able to go and pay this off. What would this do for your family? Yes, get out of debt. Yes, being able to purchase a house, being able to get out of that apartment, being able to get out of, poverty. Like, this is what this can do for you. And I'm going to go ahead and actually show you inside of our community, because this is where it gets so exciting. This is where I get so fired up, because you're going to see those wins. You're going to see the wins from people who are just like you and seeing hundreds of dollars come in at a time. You're going to see people who are hitting $100,000 mark, $200,000 mark, 300,000. We have a mom, I think she's approaching, or if she hasn't already, hit $450,000 in a little over a year, like right around the 1 year mark. People are hitting these amounts within a matter of months. Some of them, 200,000 in 10 months, 200,000 in 11 months. Incredible amounts. I'm going to show you inside of that, inside of our community, where those wins are being posted. I'm going to grab my blanket here because it is a little chilly and it just fell on the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can set this up. But you guys, I am so excited to be able to share this with you, because I know that it has the power to change your life, that it has the potential only if you're willing. This is only works if you are willing to show up, if you are willing to put in the work, if you are willing to be consistent. Speaking of work, this is all based around a 2-hour workday. We show you how to master that 2-hour workday to actually get all of your income earning activities done during that 2 hours. The rest of the day, that automation system takes over. The rest of the day, that automation system's out there working for you to convert your leads into paying customers of yours. 900, 600, 300, 100% profit. That automation system, that is your freedom machine. That's what allows that 2-hour workday to be possible. So I think I've got this here for you. And I'm going to see if I can go ahead and take this down so I can show you inside of our community. I'm going to see if I can flip this around so that you guys can see. So we got Adeline. She posted 13 hours ago. I was cleaning my house. I'm going to see if I can clean this real quick. That's a little bit better. I was cleaning my house and I got a ding. So that's the lingo for a sale inside of our community. The program's truly amazing. So, 13 hours ago, Adelina got that first sale after being in 2 weeks. I've always believed in the program, but when an actual sale comes in, it takes belief to a whole new level. So Edward, awesome sale after the first 2 weeks. Automations equal freedom. Saturday, I put my phone on airplane mode and spent the majority of the day riding the side-by-side all over the mountains of my beautiful state of West Virginia. Took the day off and made $1,800. And she says off in quotations because your automation system is always working for you. So your business is never off. We have people who just went through, all the hurricanes in Florida, had money coming in when they didn't even have power, because your business never takes time off. It's that automation system. It's always out there working for you. So she spent the day out in the woods riding. I don't know what a side-by-side is. I'm going to guess it's some kind of ATV. Made $1,800. See what else we got here. We got some people, posting content. Awesome. And it took 13 months. So that's going to depend, again, on your willingness to show up, on your willingness to be consistent, on your willingness. So she actually it wasn't 30 months. If you read, I didn't start until May. So, that's part of it. If you don't show up, you don't do the work. If you're willing to show up, if you're willing to do the work, you know yourself best. You know what, your work ethic is. And if you are willing to show up, put in your 2 hours of income earning activities, be coachable to our 6-figure, 7-figure income earners, to be coachable to our millionaire mentor. This is a proven system. So we've got Sadia. She says $400. Keep your face toward the sunshine. Shadows will fall behind you. Love that. Got Daryl, $255 $4,000 in 10 and a half months. Had $900 commission come in while pulling into the driveway. $4,000 in the last 6 days, over 255,000 since January. Unreal what can happen in your life when you commit yourself. Yes, you have to be committed. You have to show up and do the work. This is not sit back, do nothing, toes in the sand, never lift a finger. You do have to put in the work. You do have to do your 2 hours of income earning activities. When you commit to the work, commit yourself and follow the right blueprint. So 255,000. We got Pam 19 hours ago. Whoop, whoop, made my $100 sale. Trust the process. Ashley, we got $300, made over $250,000 in 6 months. Hello. Slowed down to handle family matters and launch another business. Decided to go live today and look, $300 while she was doing that. So $250,000 in 6 months. Like, how crazy is that? Diane, $300 in my sleep, $900 while talking on the phone with a friend, $900. Oh my goodness, had $900 yesterday while traveling and again today. So inevitably be grateful for Legacy Builder. An incredible opportunity. We've got, we're not going to attempt the name here, $114,876.51 earned in 8 months of consistency. So this is, I believe, that amount is converted over from South African currency of rands. So that's why it's an odd number. I'm out of words. All I can say that it is possible for all of us. So she talks about back in February, she was pregnant with twins. And so she just, buckled down, put in the work. And that's where she's sitting, is $114,000, almost $115,000. And I could keep going through here, but there's just win after win after win posted. We got day 8. Wyndham and Alana, we are on day 8, and halfway mark goal was hit this evening. $5,000 made so far. So I'm assuming the goal is $10,000. $5,000 made so far. They're on day 8. And then there's whatever currency that is in South Africa. So it must be rands in South Africa, $5,000. That's the US amount, that conversion. Let's go. Again, this is a global business that you have. This is a global for, being able to have customers like this from around the world. People in South Africa, having customers in Australia, having customers in Canada, the US, and vice versa. So it really is a global business. We got another $900. But these just go on and on. Got my first sale, unexpected $900. Just made my first sale. So happy I could scream. Yeah, Cheyenne. What if that were you posting this? Like, woohoo, just made my first sale. $100 today. My automations are working. $1,800 in 3 days. So grateful. I woke up this morning and say, I will make a $900 sale today, practicing the power of positivity. There's Taylor. An hour later, surprise $900 ding for my automations, which makes $1,800 in 3 days, and rent paid again. So that is awesome. $1,800 in 3 days. This is what is possible. This is why I am so passionate about this, because this is the potential that is out there for you from people who are just like you. And I could keep scrolling through here. We got Lydia, $3,600 in 10 days. So grateful to God. I took a leap of faith because I'm expecting my first baby. This was posted 1 day ago. I'm expecting my first baby and went all in with Legacy Builder. I'm still learning, but I just follow the blueprint and speak life. Thank you, Jesus, for this blessing. $3,600 in 10 days. Why not you? Why not you be able to be successful just like these people that you've seen? If they can do it, why not you? You are not any different. I'm going to see if I can get this flipped around and back up here. But why not you? You're not any different than these people. These are people that you just saw, brand new, some of them, have no following, had no tech skills, but they've learned how to follow a proven blueprint. They've learned how to use an automation system. They've learned how to get leads inside of that automation system. That is what you're doing during that 2-hour workday, is to simply get leads inside of your automation system to be able to have that automation system do all of the work for you. Getting leads inside of that automation system. Let's talk a minute about that really quick. There are, not money. There are about 5 billion people, 5 to 5.5 billion people who are on the internet these days. The only thing that it takes to be able to start having that daily pay come in is getting about 20 leads inside of your funnel. When you do that 20 leads a day, 20 is a drop in the bucket compared to this of billions of people who are on the internet, who are hanging out for free in places like social media, places like TikTok. TikTok is a gold mine, by the way, an up and coming platform, a growing platform. To be able to get 20 leads, that is a drop in the bucket compared to how many people are out there. But at the same time, there's also tons of other content creators. So we show you how to stop the scroll. We show you how to create content that stops the scroll, gets in front of your perfect customer, and then gets your viewer to go and take action, to go and get inside of your automation system. So those 20 leads, again, that's a drop in the bucket compared to what is out there. But on average, across our community, that sales funnel, that automation system that we give you to be able to bring in sales, it converts at 1 in 20. So what that means for you is you only need to get this discovered by 20 people. You only need to get this in front of 20 people to be able to start seeing that daily pay for yourself. And I know that you can do this because there is a huge market out there. There's a huge potential out there. Again, I want to remind you, we're talking about $1.2 billion that is being spent every single day. And that's actually going to be nearly tripling to $3 billion by 2027, which is just like 2 years down the road, right? So this is being able to see that daily pay for yourself. I want you to know that this is possible. I want you to know that your dreams and goals can happen sooner than you think, way sooner than you ever thought possible. That was where I was coming from, is looking at all of my big dreams and goals, barely just struggling to get the bills paid, to be able to pay for those medical bills, appliances breaking, car repair bills, all of the things of just daily living. And I was looking at all of my big dreams and goals and going, these are impossible. These are never going to happen. I was feeling hopeless. I was feeling depressed. I was feeling like, they're not going to happen decades and decades from now. But what this has given me is that hope. It's given me that hope that those dreams and goals are within reach, and I'm seeing them come to pass. I'm seeing things like my car that's going to get paid off this year because of this system, being able to send in extra payments, being able to see those debts coming down, and knowing, something that I didn't think was going to happen, but didn't think was going to, get paid off, just my car for, another couple of years, being able to see it's happening, it's coming down, and I've got just a little bit left like that. It's going to be able to get paid off this year because of this system, because of following this step-by-step blueprint. So I want to ask you one final question before I go ahead and jump off here. For those of you just coming through, my name is Lee Meyer. I'm a mom of 4 in Washington State, and you can go here, empoweredpassiveincome.com, to be able to get started with this blueprint that I'm sharing with you, to be able to learn exactly how this works. This is the blueprint that I'm following step by step to be able to see $1,000 days for myself. That sounded like completely crazy to me before. So if you're sitting there and you're like completely skeptical, that can't be real, I was in your same exact shoes, 5 months ago, to be able to see $900 days. But I want to ask you a question of what that would do for you and your family, to be able to bring in real amounts of income, to be able to pick up your phone and see that you had $900 come in, to be able to start seeing that daily pay come in and have $328,000 extra dollars in your bank account. What would that do for you? Do you realize that when you do that 3 years in a row, 2025, 2026, 2027, having been consistent to a proven process, having been committed, having put in the work, having shown up and been coachable, having listened to our 6-figure and 7-figure income earners, what would that do for your family? 3 years of that, you are a self-made millionaire. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. But Lee Meyer, empoweredpassiveincome.com. I am so excited for you. When you go here, you're going to see that place to put in your email. You'll put that in. That's going to get you the 6-figure blueprint on the very next page. It's a short video, exactly what this is, exactly how it works. Watch that all the way through because it's going to answer your questions. Underneath that video, there's a button. You're going to click that button and you're going to be able to go over to the next page where there's 4 different products available to be able to get started with passive income for yourself, to be able to have that automation system that's out there working for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and wish you a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. And I know that you can do this. Empoweredpassiveincome.com. My name is Lee Meyer. Bye.